Good evening, soldiers and citizens. General Blastoise here for a very different video than what you are used to. I am playing Star Wars The Old Republic and challenged myself to attempt a Fleet Datacron hunt as a group. It's a test run to see if I could potentially bring in a group to obtain the elusive Fleet Datacron. The required items that you will need are the MGGS for grappling, which is from Alderaan, the red crystal from Corellia, and the bluish crystal in the Zayas Shadow Museum. Unfortunately, I forgot to record on how to get these items. However, there is the video below that will tell you the items you'll need, and it's a precursor to my group content hunt. For this to work, you'll need to be a power tech and an operative. The reason being is a power tech has the capability of pulling allies up to a certain area, and operatives have the ability to hollow traverse to a companion or an ally. The process goes faster if there are sorcerers, sages, power techs to pull, and juggernauts, guardians, operatives to leap to companions or allies. As I said, everything I am about to do is heavily based on the video I linked below, but I will explain the process as I go. But with that out of the way, let's get it on. So the first thing I do as a power tech is to jump into a certain area that is near the ledge. And I made this mistake several times. I tried rolling off the slanted edge, but you have to be in the middle of this sort of area and then angle yourself towards almost the corner of that I-beam and then roll towards it. It took a lot longer to do because I did it completely wrong. Like I said, I was doing it from the slanted edge, but since I did it from the middle, I was able to get to this spot. The next step is to have your companion spawn on the ledge, and you will hollow traverse from the I-beam where your group is. It's very tricky to line up your companion, but once you get it done with some adjustments, then you'll be able to be in his view and hollow traverse towards him. And this can help with other classes too, if you want a Juggernaut or a Guardian to leap towards him, or another operative. And if an operative from a power tech can go up there, they can pull sorcerers or sages or other power techs, and they can pull up their allies to make the process go by faster without the worry of cooldowns. And it's very important that you align yourself to where you can pull your allies and they will not fall. This part I accidentally went too close to the ledge and caused my ally to drop and fall. I will skip ahead to where I need to align myself to pull up my ally. So placing yourself around this spot will allow you to pull up your ally without them dropping off the ledge. The next step is where the MGGS will come into play, and it gets a bit tricky when we get to this point. So what you need to do is press the back panel of the area you are standing in, then walk forward, and then the goal is to look up and move your mouse to look around for something called a magnetic stabilizer. Unfortunately, because it is very far away and in a very tight area, it will not show up as easily, but I am demonstrating where exactly you want to be and where you need to look. It's a very good idea to let your allies know where you are standing and where the cable goes towards. I will skip ahead to where my ally was able to find the magnetic stabilizer. So I did not anticipate this would happen. He accidentally dropped down a little bit when he attached to the magnetic stabilizer, but that was not a problem. It basically leads to our next step. So the next step is to press the back panel behind me, then run down to the platform where my ally is standing, then drop to another platform, and then we will run to a clear view of a magnetic stabilizer. It is very imperative that everyone rushes towards the magnetic stabilizer, because you won't be able to jump back up to the back panel after that. You could stand next to the back panel just in case someone missed the magnetic stabilizer, but you want to be able to show them where the magnetic stabilizer is. So the magnetic stabilizer here is a lot easier to see, and it's clearly highlighted in blue. However, you have to move yourself around for your mouse to be able to hover over it. The next step is probably the most trickiest part of the run. The allies must move along the I-beam towards a certain spot so that I could grab them once I get up to the ledge. But to get to the ledge is very tricky as a power tech / operative. What I was trying to do is, because this is a slanted object, I thought I could roll up to this flat surface, but unfortunately, as an operative, that is impossible. I did it as a sniper and was successful, but I'm guessing the properties for both roles are different. So once again, I did reference from the video, I had to do a very precise jump. What you do is you press the space bar, then move forward, and then hit right just right after that. All of this after the space bar in milliseconds. It's a very tight window. If you miss, you will fall off the ledge. You can have an ally to pull you just in case you miss so that you won't have to start all over again, because let me tell you, it is a pain to start all over again. But once you get that down, then you are in an easy spot right now. The last step, and the last step only, is to have your companion be moved up to the ledge. One thing that might mess you up is the fact that summoning your companion in a certain spot will not allow you to. It will sometimes say that your companion is already out. So what you'll have to do is move down to the left on this ledge, and then you'll be able to summon your companion. And sometimes they'll be summoned up very close to the ledge, and that is a very good spot for you because you can just simply holo traverse up towards them. There might be a situation to where they are not close, so I would advise just resummoning your companions over and over again until they are at the precise spot. But once you get up to the ledge, it is done. All you need to do left is to pull up everybody, and then everyone can get to the Datacron. And since I've already obtained my Datacron, I am unable to see the cutscene again, but it is always a privilege to see those little ellipses of where people are getting their 10 plus Datacron. And that is my entire guide on how to obtain the Fleet Datacron on Imperial side. It is honestly easy to do the Imperial side because I'm not sure how the Republic side would go. I tried looking for a solo guide on the Republic Fleet Datacron, but I didn't see anything that really stuck out to me. So the Imperial side is probably the best way to go for doing this kind of group content. I want to give a huge thanks to Joc Santo from the Mando Guild for being my test player for this entire run. I was just randomly typing in the fleet chat that I needed a test player for this test run, and he said he had plenty of time for this sort of test run, and I was able to deliver. As the title suggests, the whole point of this entire run was to give everybody a chance to get the Fleet Datacron, and not just solo it. I hope this guide helps those who want to do guild events for obtaining the Fleet Datacron, so I encourage those who have a power tech and no second ability to get the operative if they so choose to. But that is it for this guide. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content in the future. Have a wonderful day. Peace and dismissed.